done this a lot.
All right, we got Grant with us. Let's see, Scotty, you want to get us started?
Sure. Grant, you're entering your final go-around here. I guess, has that kind of sunk in yet? And have you kind of set any personal goals that you want to hit this season?
It definitely has sunk in. I kind of pinch myself every single day, and hopefully I got 4 more years waiting for me. So one thing that I want to do, I want to lead the best I can. I want to be the best leader that I can. I want to win games. I know it's a team goal, but that's before me anyway. But just being the best teammate I can, showing these freshmen that a good way to lead, a good way to learn, a good way to be just somebody they can look up to. So I come every single day and just get ready to work and just go be it with a positive attitude and just be the guy I am. Just have fun, enjoy it, because you know that the days are numbered. But it's just been fun. It's just been fun to see these guys grow up. But other than that, it's just about playing ball at the end of the day, and that's just fun.
Tom.
Hey, Grant. It's like Andrew Parker and Dion got a pretty good run the last couple of weeks. What did you think? What did you think of those guys and their improvement, and also the entire linebacker unit? Will we see improvement there this year?
Yes. I'll answer the last question first. Yes, definitely. The linebackers have been improved big time. When someone like Scooter Harris leaves your room or Dre Greenlaw leaves your room, you got to have people step up, and you got to have come with a group. So I think definitely linebacker group has stepped up big time. Andrew and Dede, they really have stepped up. They've done a lot better. They've really focused on their craft. AP's starting to hit super hard. They're both starting to fly around. Dede's starting to grow up. He's starting to learn the scheme really good. There's a lot of guys stepping up. Drape's been doing really well. The young guys are all stepping up. Jake Yurachek, everybody's just kind of growing into their role and just knowing that we can play good linebacker football here. And as a group, I love seeing it, just being an older guy who I've been in the room with Brooks Ellis, Dre Greenlaw, just seeing guys form and like mold into these good like football players and not just guys who are one-dimensional. So it's really fun over these last couple of weeks, just seeing them, knowing that they can that they go as their confidence goes. And so as soon as they know that they can do it, then in our linebacker room, we have guys who can just go and do it. So it's just really fun seeing them, like I said, but they're growing up big time.
Nikki.
You guys, we talk about a lot of positivity during fall camp. It's pretty much what we hear all the time from you guys and the coaching staff. But do you feel like genuinely when you guys get hit in the mouth, because you know it's going to happen, do you feel like you guys are prepared to, continue fighting and continue playing hard?
Yeah, I think one thing, the main thing that you're really wanting to do as a football team is you want to go and fight for somebody or someone. And if it's not for yourself, it's for someone else. And if it's not for someone else, it's for yourself. So I think everyone in this room right now, we go every single day because Coach Pittman has really put it in our heads. Like, it's a work day every single day. We have some days where the offense kicks our butt. Like, we have some days where the defense just leads and just continues to go. And I think to see the different kind of competition that we have on both sides of the ball, like, we're going to be ready for stuff to happen. We're in a different type of time, I guess, right now where you never know what's going to happen. I think we've really been adaptable because of the times we're in right now. We got to be able to know what's going on. We got to be able to have people step up. So I think really getting punched in the face is stuff we've done over this past 3-4 months, because it's a part of life right now. It's a part of life, just knowing how to like I'm talking to y'all on Zoom or whatever this is right now. And that's just something that we really have never done, but it's just getting punched in the face is normal. So I think that we've really done well over the past couple of months. We've prepared really well. We've taken this by the bull by the horns and just really rode with it.
Alyssa.
Hey, I wanted to know, just, Sam Pittman's been pretty open about how the linebackers are still kind of the room that he's still learning and trying to get someone to kind of step up. He doesn't got a lot of question marks around that group. So how is that? How do you guys take that? How have you guys continued to kind of improve to set yourselves apart, maybe you apart? And then secondly, how's married life going?
So I'll answer the second one first. Married life is awesome. I know I came out earlier in quarantine and said it's been weird because we got married and spent all our time together. But I love her. She's awesome. She pushes me harder than anybody in this room. I promise you that. So I know I found the right one there. Other than for the second or the other question, I really don't think anybody needs any more chips on their shoulder in our linebacker room, because I think every single person is trying to be the best that they can be. Coach Pittman's saying that stuff because he knows not a single position's already set in stone for any position on the field. I think you can say as much as you want about certain positions, but every single person's fighting. Even those guys, even the starting blank is starting for his job right now more than anybody. And I think that's the difference between our team right now and compared to whenever in the past that I've been here. I think that we've really grown into fighting for our positions and fighting for something that we all want to get better, because when one person succeeds, we all succeed. But being a leader in the linebacker room, I think we've had a lot of people step up. I like to say I want to lead, and I am the leader. But I'll tell you right now is we have people that aren't afraid to talk and aren't afraid to voice their opinion in our room, and which is really good. And the more minds that can come together as one is just the best we can do. But I know as a team, I know our linebackers really lead the defense, and we have the juice and we have the energy and we have the aurora, I guess you could say. We have the impact on what our defense can be, and we just have it just flows from within us. And I think that really everyone feeds off each other, and it just goes as we go. And I think that's how a good defense has to be. You win up front, you can win or lose in the back, but I know your leaders and your captains and everybody who's speaking from just confidence level needs to be from within the middle of the linebackers.
Hope it's not aroma, Grant. Bob.
Well, he said aroma, not odor. Aroma can be nice,
Yeah.
like a pizza aroma or something. But Grant, are you playing on special teams? And if so, what's your take on Coach Fountain?
Yes, I'm playing on special teams. Coach Fountain really emphasized if you want to go to the league, if you want to go anywhere after this, you got to be able to be on special teams and play special teams. And I really love special teams. The last 4 years or 3 years, I really just love being a part of every single one I can be on. Coach Fountain, I saw y'all talk to him right before. He's a genius. His past records and stuff doesn't just come from just being lucky. Coach Fountain's one of those guys. He's going to demand perfection from you. There's a couple times I was literally within 2 inches of where he wanted me to go, and I think that I got ripped just as hard as anybody else. So I really like that from him because he demands perfection. He wants everyone to be great. But Bob, I don't know if he has an aroma or not, but I'll tell you he's a good coach, really good coach.
Nate?
Grant just wasn't meant to have a special teams coordinator that just coaches special teams.
What does it mean to have that?
Yeah, I mean, just as far as the impact you see in having him devoted to special teams.
Yeah. I think one thing that really sets the tone is when Coach Pittman brought Coach Fountain over, and we realized like special teams is a third of the whole game. And really in yardage, it puts up just as much as offense and defense. And whenever we have a guy like Coach Fountain come in here and emphasize something like special teams and show that the best special teams are usually when your guys are playing on them, and he's shown examples after examples of people going to the league, I think it kind of catches people's eyes because everyone here wants to go to the NFL. And when you have guys who really buy in to know that special teams can change the game and can make a difference in a positive or negative way, I think the one thing that you get buy-in, and that's one thing for a football team you really need is buy-in in all phases. And everyone says buy-in to the head coach or the OC or DC. And one thing we've really done here at Arkansas is we've really bought into special teams. And I think that kind of comes into along the lines with your question with when you have a set special teams coach, you buy in when you know it's important to them because it's important to us then.
Touch.
Yeah, Grant, I was wondering, after the last scrimmage, Coach Pittman was saying that Levi Draper, things were kind of slowing down for me as understanding the defense. How have you seen him progress throughout camp?
He's been doing good. One thing that he's done is it's just a different type of football, and it's just from coming from Oklahoma, they play a different defense, and it's just being able to come here and just learn the different verbiage. Like everything comes fast, and especially when we were going in the spring, like where we were kind of online, we didn't really get to be together. So for him, it was just getting more reps and just realizing like this is this thing or seeing this, I need to be tighter. So whenever it just slows down, it's just like the more experienced people, like they know how to play certain reps and they know like what to expect with certain guys. Like if I play against Myron Cunningham every single day, I end up learning his tendencies. So when Draper, he kind of figured it out as time went. Now he's playing really good ball. He's learning the defense really good. Like, he always asks us questions, and we're always just giving feedback. We're always feeding off each other. So it's really good to just see him, because he's not a young guy. He's an older guy. I think he's gonna be a junior. He's one of those guys that's really just come along, and he's just being able to learn it, and he's progressed over the 4 or 5 months that I've seen him go. So it's really good to see him just be able to bring what he's learned from Oklahoma and just use it here as well.
All right, we got time for a few more. Let me know in the chat if you've got more. Tom?
Grant, I haven't heard a lot of commentary from the Saturday, the smaller type scrimmage. Which side of the ball won the day? What did you make of Saturday?
Okay, so Saturday was really just like a mock game. It really wasn't a winner and lose. It was all scripted. Like, we wanted to get the feel of what a game was going to feel like, because we've never had these coaches. Obviously, we wanted to see what our pregame was going to be like, what we expected to feel before the games. Coach Pittman really emphasized locking in and acting like an actual game, because we were 2 weeks away exactly. So just really seeing the guys, like, or feeling from the guys that it's just the way, like, how it's supposed to be, and just like knowing, like, this is what we do, because all the rules kind of changed this year. I don't know if everyone's like seen it, or because I didn't really know until I heard from Coach Pittman, but like, you can't go out and before the game except for like 5 minutes before, or 5 minutes of the 90 minutes or something. There's a lot of rules, but we're just listening to our coaches, following along, and knowing they're going to tell us what to do, and just make sure we stay on top of that.
Bob?
Grant, I assume you've been maybe watch some games Saturday, watch some other games. You guys are having to wait a little later to play than originally thought. Well, what's it been like watching the games, and how much, does that make you want to play?
Yeah, it's definitely different. We were talking, me and Bump were talking the other day, just it's weird waking up on a Saturday, going to practice, and coming home and actually knowing, like, you have other football to watch. It feels like 3 bye weeks in a row. But I think that makes us eager. I think it shows right now, because we're watching those teams that really aren't picked to win. We're watching those guys that kind of upset people, like we saw the Big 12 and just a couple teams. Like, it's just like weird games that you watch, and you're just like, this is why we love football. It's just fun games to watch. It's just fun things. It just makes you want to go out there and play. Makes you want to go out there and just be with your guys. Makes you want to have a normal Saturday. But it's just knowing that it's right around the corner is also feeding us. We only have 6 more practices. So I think really seeing that and just seeing the window go down is just knowing that Georgia will be here before we know it.
Last one, Hutch.
Yeah, Grant, the last couple of days out there, we've watched the individual drills. We've seen Hayden Henry and Zach Zemos getting a lot of like one-on-one time with Coach Odom. We've speculated those are the Sam linebackers. Is that right? And have you talked to those guys what it's like getting the one-on-one time with Coach Odom?
Yeah, so yeah, definitely. If we were to do like a 3 linebacker, that's what we're kind of working for. Like we've all said, probably that's all talk to y'all. Like, Coach Odom is a multiple guy as can be. We're going to run so many different things, and that's why we love him. We're going to have a lot of different fronts. We're going to have a lot of different type of things that where we needed a bigger backer. But yeah, I talked to Hayden today, actually. I was like, what's it like working with Odom? He said, man, he is working me. He put that whole individual drill, y'all probably saw. They were the only 2 guys there. Odom was just focused straight on them. He was making them tackle, making them get up and run, and making them go do it again. And he was just saying it's awesome because how much knowledge he has, and he just brings, and he just focuses all on you. Then you can kind of open his mind up, and then you can kind of get him to laugh and joke about it. So I know they're having fun because I know they feel comfortable there because that's what Hayden's played the past couple of years. So it's just good to see them doing that, being in kind of space, kind of playing out there and making plays out there. They've both done really good. All I know is working with Coach Odom's fun. Coach Odom is a great guy. Coach Rhodes is great. Our defensive staff is really fun. They're really good guys. They're really good coaches. And it's going to be a fun year playing with them.
All right. Thanks, Grant.
Thank you all.